Well, hola, America. It's old Sean Shambo coming to talk to you about Trump's first administration and his second administration and his successes. Now, during Trump's first administration, he rose the stock market by over 13,000 points, the longest bull stock market run in American history. You can go look these things up. You can, he rose the middle class income more than Obama, Bush, Biden, both, and the other Bush combined. Obama only rose it by $2,000. Joe lost $6,000. I think both Bushes together, had about $1,000. Trump rose it by almost 5,500. I don't see how you complain about that. He reduced our, our poverty rate from 13% to 10%. He prospered black-owned businesses by over 450%. Reduced corporate tax rates, which brought along that tax break for the middle class, the highest middle class income in American history. He had prison reform, justice reform, amongst a ton of other things that he was successful at. He had the lowest black, Asian, Hispanic woman unemployment in American history. Black, include that in black right there too. In American history. I don't see how we can complain about this. This is all before what we call C-19 came along. And even when he left office, after C-19, he left Joe Biden a record-breaking stock market and an economy that grew by over 3%. All Joe Biden had to do was really just leave the economy alone. But couldn't do that. He had to go in there and destroy everything, destroy everything, so he can hurt the American people instead of serving the American people. Like the Democrats are always like. So that's just during his first administration. This is just small excerpts. He did a ton of more shit. Now go to his second administration. We are at right now almost $14 trillion in foreign investments. I think that's more than probably any president in American history. It has to be. I've never heard anything like it yet. We have the big, beautiful bill. I don't see how, the only thing I don't like about the big, beautiful bill so far is that $9.4 billion for cuts. That was a spit in the face of Elon Musk and the American people. That to me, that's what it was. And I don't blame Elon Musk for being pissed, but I'm sure there's going to be a ton more cuts by the time the Senate gets over with it. $14 trillion. Within the big, beautiful bill, he's going to reduce what's called tax deductions for small businesses from 20% to 23%. That's going to create the most unbelievable boom for small businesses. And in the first year, you can deduct you can deduct your small business taxes. Your computers, your machinery, instead of waiting 5 years like you've always had to wait, and then you can start deducting those things in your small business. You can do it your first year in business. Especially it's like restaurants, that would be just absolutely stone cold crazy. We have no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on any of these things right there. I don't see how anybody can be really complaining about that. And I want somebody to tell me, how is tax deductions for small business bad? And tell me how it's not serving the middle class. It's astounding in America. I mean, it's like the trade deals that we're having right now. Leave it to old rhino Republicans like piece of shit Mitch McConnell, Liz Cheney's, Mitt Romney's, Nancy Pelosi's, Chuck Schumer's that sold our country out to these other countries because they stuffed their pockets. That's why they're worth so much money. They sold our country out to foreign investments. Instead of bringing it back home, serving the American people, they serve their own self-interest. And that goes on. It's both sides. I'm not excluding my side either. I don't see anybody can really complain about that. On the compasses of the Russian-Ukrainian war coming to peace, on the compasses of Israel and Palestinian coming to peace, the president of peace, just like it was during his first administration, with the Abraham Accord. Doing it again. But oh boy, Can't do it. And I'll tell you this something, liberal. If Donald J. Trump was a liberal doing this in your party, you would call him God. I'll guarantee you and bet my life on it. Bet my life on it, you would call him God. He'd be the second Obama coming. But because of your being contradiction to your own beliefs, I mean, you people have been just so out of control, so crackpot, you can't even see what's good right in front of your face because of your Trump derangement syndrome. Go get some medication, people. What this man is doing is good for our country. And how these judges and people getting in the way, these lower court judges who keep getting in the way of the executive branch, it's just so far beyond. That's never happened in American history. But because it's Trump and he's not a Democrat, you have to get in the way. What do I have to say, America? And I'm imploring you, but you go look up what I said. Go look up the facts. Do yourself a favor. Look up the facts. Try. Step outside of your confirmation bias. Just for a day. Try it. You might see a different picture. You might see it your news media. CNN just here recently finally had to admit that all the stuff that they did to Trump was nothing but political agenda propaganda bullcrap. CNN! You can go see the video for yourself. Everything they did against Trump was absolutely politically driven. Weaponizing intelligence agencies, lying to the American people. I'm so liberal fatigue and black fatigue with racism, white supremacy. You know what? If you want to have true equality, diversity, and inclusion, how about this? By the time our kids graduate high school, make sure that they're proficient and knowing how to do their taxes, knowing how to, what you call it, goddamn, be a mechanic, a welder, computer tech. Before they even graduate, they can have, what you call it, certifications. Before they even graduate high school. Mechanic, diesel mechanics. On and on and on. Their junior, senior year should be spent getting a certificate, mathematics, English, and science. And that's it. Plain and simple. And the rest of the time, getting what you call a certification and a blue-collar job. That's why Trump gave over $80 billion for trade schools. Because we need these people, because all of the manufacturing that's coming back here. So he's setting up trade schools so that people can do all the manufacturing that's coming back. But you don't want to see that. The only thing you can see is your gratification of the goddamn moment. Shame on you, Democrats. What the hell's wrong with you people, man? I understand. I understand why you're so cuckoo, because your media has bald-faced lied to you. With propaganda and a fear-based ideology. They have got you so afraid to even step outside your front door. I think that a nuclear bomb's going to come off. It's all lies. For decades before Trump came along, these politicians took advantage of you. Republican and Democrat alike. And there isn't a damn person who can tell me anything different. Well, Sean Shambo, coming to bring you my thoughts.